everybody. This is Cynthia McGuirl, and I'm going to give you a little demo of part of a book workshop that I'm hopefully going to be giving in the future at the Farnsworth Museum on making a pyramid book. And I'm here in my studio. I was going to clean it, but then I said, let's just show them reality. So anyway, this is what the project that we'll be making in the workshop. It's called the Pyramid Book. And as you can see, it is sort of based on an accordion book because it has hinged parts. But instead of just folding the paper, it is hinged together with kozo. You can see right here the white paper. And there's a gutter that's all kozo, which is a very strong Japanese paper made with mulberry. So that the advantage is it can fold both ways. And it also folds really flat. So so when you don't want it in the three-dimensional form, you take it apart and it will fold right up, and then it will fit inside your cover that we'll also make in the workshop. So I'm going to just show you how I do this hinge station, and we've got a pattern here that I'm going to glue to, and it's got several parts. So first there's a galvanized metal back. Here, it's just a piece of sheet metal that I got at Lowe's. And then there's a pattern I made that is exactly drawn square, and the triangles fit on there too later. And it's inside a plastic sleeve, so it can be cleaned off. And I've got these little magnets that are quite strong. So I'm going to line up my paper on there. So this is a model I'm making for another project. So first I'm going to put the bigger piece here, and I'm going to line it right up against that thick black line is the gap, and I'm going to use the little magnets to hold it just right so it's exactly square. And then I've got another little piece here that I'm lining up, and you see I'm leaving the space. And then I have some pre-cut kozo strips, which are going to be glued. I'm going to glue the rough side. You can feel it. They look the same, but if you feel it, you'll see one side's rougher than the other. And that will make it stick better. We'll give it something to grip to. So I like to use, using jade PVA glue. Just put a little bit in a cup. And I like to use this little swab that they sell for computer work because it's dust-free. And I'm just going to spread it out from the middle. And I'm working on a plastic cutting board, which are very inexpensive. And they're really great because if I keep a wet rag and a dry rag handy, I can clean up any glue really easy. I'm going to take it very carefully, and I'm going to line it up to the dotted lines that I have that are beyond. And this doesn't have to be exact because I'm going to trim it later, so I always cut these strips long. Then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to clean off any glue that got on here and dry it off onto the glue so it doesn't get glue on the back. And you lift it off carefully, and I'll clean that up later. And I'm going to line it up again. Just use my fingers at first to get it pressed down good. Then I'm going to take a bone folder and I'm going to press into the gutter and along the top and along the bottom there. I'm going to cut it there. Flip it over, make sure there's no glue there and there. Do the same thing, run it in the gutter again. And you can see I'm going to fold, I can fold it forward and fold it back. And then I'm going to trim the And I'm just going to trim the edges here. And then just going to let that dry.